I'm Professor MJ, sports handicapper and university statistics professor for the past 15 years. I already shared with you my thoughts on the AFC Championship game from a betting perspective. In fact, I gave you a pick on the money line and a lean on the total number of points to be scored during the game. It is now time to present to you some betting tips regarding the NFC title game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Are you ready? Let's go! The NFC Conference Championship game features the San Francisco 49ers playing at the Philadelphia Eagles. As of Wednesday morning, the vast majority of sportsbooks have the 49ers as 2.5-point underdogs at minus 105 odds, or as 3-point underdogs at around minus 120 odds. After analyzing the game carefully, I prefer to put my money on San Francisco, and the line I liked the most was the Niners plus 3 points at minus 115 odds with a couple of sportsbooks. That is my main pick regarding the NFC Championship game, but later on I will share my thoughts on how to approach the total. Both teams had an offense that ranked in the top 5 in the league. As far as the defense goes, let's see what the famous EPA statistic has to say. Over the entire season, San Francisco had the number 1 defense, while Philly ranked 4th. If you focus on all games from week 14 until today, the Niners ranked 3rd, while the Eagles dropped to the 9th place. But the most concerning part about Philadelphia is their run defense, that ranked 20th in the league since week 14. Given how great San Francisco's run game is, that is not something you want to hear if you are an Eagles fan. Let's discuss the rest factor. Nick Sirianni's squad will be at home for the 5th straight week, and they will benefit from 1 extra day of rest since they played last Saturday rather than Sunday. However, San Francisco should be okay too, since they remained at home for 3 weeks in a row prior to this upcoming match. I know the Eagles looked great on both sides of the ball last week when they demolished the Giants. But let's keep in mind that New York may have been a weaker opponent, as evidenced by their minus 6-point differential during the regular season. Meanwhile, the Niners had to defeat the Cowboys, whose point differential was plus 125, so eliminating them was a much harder task. Also, that great Eagles victory last week has not completely erased from my memory the fact that they showed some signs of weakness in their 3 prior games. They struggled to beat the Giants' backups in week 18 after losing at home against the Saints and on the road in Dallas. Meanwhile, let's also remember how the 49ers have won 12 consecutive games. They are hard to beat, and by taking them plus 3 points, they must lose by a margin of at least 4 points in order for the bet to lose. That seems like an event that has less than a 45% chance of happening, which is why I am putting my money on Kyle Shanahan's team. As of now, I am not touching the total in this game, but if forced to bet, I would go with under 46 points. We have 2 of the most run-heavy teams in the NFL facing each other, which bodes well for the under since plays on the ground chew up more time than passes, which can go incomplete and stop the clock. Moreover, as discussed earlier, Philadelphia's defense is more vulnerable against the run, so the Niners have every reason to pound the rock. The icing on the cake is the fact that San Francisco ranked dead last in the league in terms of pace of play. In fact, they average 30.23 seconds per play, which indicates they take their time before putting the ball in play. The 49ers can still score long touchdowns with explosive plays, but the Eagles have been solid at keeping plays in front of them and protecting against such big plays. On the other side, the Eagles also have a solid attack, but San Francisco's defense limited the Cowboys to just 12 points last week. Given Dallas averaged more than 27 points per game during the regular season, despite having Cooper Rush start several games, this was an outstanding performance by DeMeco Ryans' defense. So my official pick is the 49ers plus 3 points at minus 115 odds, and I also have a slight lean on under 46 points scored in the game. A quick reminder about my best product of the year being on sale right now. My famous and money-making Super Bowl prop bet package. Over the past 3 Super Bowls, we have racked up a 54-23 record, a 70% success rate. Let me do the hard work by analyzing for close to 100 hours the vast number of prop bets that will be offered on the big game. And I will let you know as soon as I find nice bargains. You can expect to receive between 25 and 40 betting tips, and if you sign up now, I will also add you to the list of people who will get my NFL prop bets for the 2 conference championship games. Last weekend, such plays generated a 4-2 record in the divisional round, so I provided more value to those of you who signed up early. The link to this exclusive Super Bowl package is right below in the video's description and also in the comments. I'm Professor MJ, holder of a PhD in statistics, saying so long.